Ben Domenech joins me now. Ben, good morning to you. The GOP only has, as Lauren pointed out, a handful of opportunities to win in the Senate and certainly no room for error in the House contests. It doesn't sound very encouraging for 2024. What say you?
Well, first off, I have to compliment your song choice. That was our
Yeah.
first my dance with my wife when we got married. So I always approve
Classic.
that. Nina Simone. When it comes to the power rankings, look, she's exactly right. This is a very tight majority that the Republicans are going to have to hold on to in the House, but they are bullish on their chances in the Senate for very obvious reasons. There are so many seats that Democrats have to defend that are very vulnerable. And I think the fact that they've been able to really meet their recruitment goals this time around in terms of putting together some very solid potential general election candidates in each of these states is really critical, including, of course, Governor Jim Justice in West Virginia. Bernie Moreno, a businessman, is likeliest to come out in Ohio. And, of course, in Montana just the other day, recruiting a Navy SEAL candidate who has a lot of backing from the party establishment. All of this gives Republicans a lot of hope. And certainly, for Democrats, they also are going through a period of retirement where they've had so many people around for so long. You saw Nancy Pelosi endorsing term limits the other day for the Supreme Court, which is pretty laughable considering she's been a member of Democratic leadership longer than all but one member of the court has been there, Clarence Thomas. It's the kind of thing where there is just going to be a natural period, I think, of these kind of 80-something octogenarian Democrats heading to the exits, and Democrats are going to have to struggle to replace them.
Yeah, time for a fresh approach. Next one for you, Ben. The White House has omitted any records of Hunter Biden visits. So I ask the question again, what's happened to this administration claiming it would be the most transparent in history? Apparently not.
Hunter might as well be the invisible man, except that he's out there in front of us all the time at state dinners, going to all these different places with his father. We can see that he's there, but it's as if the White House pretends that we can't see any of that going on in front of our very eyes. Look, they have not been transparent at all. The Obama White House, by the way, but in contrast, did keep records of Hunter's visits. So it's not like he has some kind of family protection privilege or something like that. And yet they are, continuing to just flaunt it in the voters' faces, how much they are pretending like all of the different woes that surround Hunter just don't matter or aren't happening. Of course, we know better, and the Congress and I think the continued efforts to try to get to the bottom of how this plea deal was worked out and whether you had the actual ability at DOJ to advance the kind of charges that Mr. Weiss wanted to is really going to be something that I think is a very open question that's going to be resolved in the coming months.
All right, we'll have to leave it there, Ben. But thank you so much, and I'm so glad we played Nina Simone for you. Brought back some memories. All right, Ben, thank you.